They say legends never die, but Conor McGregor might be the closest thing to an immortal in combat sports. In this game of cat and mouse, he plays with the minds of his opponents like a puppet master, all while dishing out punishment that would make even the most seasoned veterans reconsider their life choices. It's not just that he does it better than anyone else, it's the sheer volume of it. Other fighters rely on stealth, aiming for that one perfectly timed strike to catch their opponent off guard. But when they step into the octagon with Conor, they're facing an onslaught of verbal jabs that would make any boxer flinch. Some might see it as arrogance, but it's more than that. Soon he became a force to be reckoned with, a fighter who wasn't afraid to take on anyone, regardless of their size or experience. No one could see it coming, let alone block it. Fighters who had never tasted defeat before found themselves on the wrong side of history after that one fateful shot. Suddenly, Conor McGregor wasn't just a name, it was a brand synonymous with power, precision, and sheer awesomeness. But it wasn't just his fighting prowess that set him apart. But Conor emerged victorious from each and every one of these battles. He wasn't just representing himself when he stepped into the ring. He was carrying the hopes and dreams of an entire nation. And boy, did he deliver. He proved that it wasn't just his left hand that made him a champion. Because in the world of combat sports, you're not just a fighter, you're an institution. Let's face it, who doesn't love a good comeback story? But Conor's story isn't over yet. He's still writing it. He still brings the same charisma and showmanship to the ring. It's the blend of old and new, of raw talent and calculated strategy. It's a masterclass in fighting, all while keeping us on the edge of our seats. He still knows how to work the crowd, how to make them a part of the spectacle. He's shown them that it's possible to rise above defeat, to evolve and come back stronger. He's sharing his wealth of knowledge, his experience, and most importantly, his fighting spirit. It's a testament to his character that he's willing to give back, to help nurture the next generation of talent. He's a shining example of what dedication and perseverance can achieve. But now there's an added layer of respect, a recognition of the hard work and dedication that goes into being the best. Every time he steps into the ring, he adds another chapter to his already legendary tale. The man who once took the UFC from a sport to a spectacle is now taking on a new challenge, shaping the minds and techniques of the next generation. And if his past performances are anything to go by, the future looks incredibly bright. In his latest fight against Michael Chandler, a bout that had fans on the edge of their seats, Conor showcased a level of patience and restraint that was a surprise to many. He'd studied his opponent, understood his strengths and weaknesses, and formulated a plan. It wasn't about raw power or reckless abandon. It was about calculated precision. So who is Conor McGregor? He's a fighter, a champion, a legend. Most importantly, he's a phenomenon. It was his unwavering spirit, his refusal to give up in the face of adversity. But it wasn't just about the victories. It was about how he won. Each fight was a spectacle, a showcase of his unparalleled skills and showmanship. Fans flocked to see him, not just because he was winning, but because they knew they were witnessing something special. He wasn't just a champion, he was a global icon. Brands wanted to be associated with him, fans couldn't get enough of him. As we watch him fight, we're not just spectators. We're part of something bigger, something that transcends the boundaries of a sport. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes, he shed his past self, adopting a mature, almost zen approach to fighting. Gone was the brash young man, and in his place stood a seasoned warrior ready to reclaim his throne. It's a testament to human spirit, a display of raw talent, and an exhibition of what it means to be a true champion. But the truth is, it wasn't always easy. There were times when the odds were stacked against him. There were moments when victory seemed like a distant dream. But did he falter? Did he complain? No. He adapted, he evolved, and he conquered. And the media couldn't stop talking about him. But amidst all the glitz and glamour, Conor remained grounded. He never forgot where he started. It was also the way he carried himself. With an unmatched swagger and confidence, Conor stepped into the ring and announced his presence. He'd dance around his opponent, taunting, teasing, and then boom, the left hand would connect. It was a knockout blow both literally and figuratively. It was the epitome of his fighting style, unpredictable, powerful, and unforgettable. It's a weapon that cuts deep, distracting them long enough to land the knockout punch. Let me tell you about the man who changed the game. When it comes to trash talk, very few can hold a candle to the Irishman. He's the master of psychological warfare, and his words are as sharp as his left hand. He didn't have the luxury of fancy training facilities or a team of coaches. But what he lacked in resources, he made up for in heart. From the moment he stepped into the ring for the first time, it was clear that this wasn't just another kid trying out a new sport. This was a prodigy. His natural talent and raw determination were evident to all who watched him train. You see, fighting is more than just physical prowess. It's a mental game where strategy and psychology play just as big a role as physical strength. And Conor, he takes it to a whole new level. While other fighters focus on training their body, he trains their mind, wearing them down even before the first bell rings. It's a testament to his genius that he can break an opponent's spirit before their physical form. But there's more to Conor than just trash talk and psychological warfare. He's a fighter, a true warrior who doesn't back down from a challenge. If you think being Ireland's most famous living sports person is all about the fame, you're only half right. Behind that charismatic smile and those piercing eyes lies a determination that knows no bounds. His story is one of grit and perseverance, a tale of how he clawed his way to the top and stayed there. Born and raised in Dublin, Ireland, Conor's journey began in humble surroundings. As Conor honed his skills, word of his abilities spread like wildfire. And then came the left hand. Oh, that left hand. It wasn't just a punch. It was a weapon of mass destruction. The year 2015 marked a turning point in Conor's career. It was the year he truly became the king of the cage. It was during this time that Conor perfected his signature move, the left hand. It was more than just a punch. It was a work of art. This was the era when Conor truly became the face of the UFC today. Looking back at his journey, it's hard to believe that anyone could have possibly defeated him. He seemed invincible. His fights weren't just battles in the octagon, they were wars. Wars that tested not just his physical endurance, but also his mental fortitude. But Conor's impact transcended the realm of sports. He became a cultural icon, a symbol of Ireland's fighting spirit. With every fight, he brought home a victory, cementing his place in Irish folklore. In the world of combat sports, there are athletes, then there's Conor McGregor, the man who changed the game forever. So here's to you, Conor McGregor. May your reign continue for many years to come. After tasting the bitter pill of defeat, Conor roared back to life. But his return wasn't just about redemption. It was about evolution. But it's not just about his fighting style. It's about his transformation as a person. Yet despite this newfound maturity, Conor hasn't lost his charm. Some might say that this new phase of Conor's career is his most exciting yet. But Conor's journey isn't just about individual victories. It's about inspiring a new generation of fighters. In the upcoming season of The Ultimate Fighter, Conor takes on a new role, that of a coach. We look to the future of combat sports. One thing is clear. The McGregor era is far from over.